Shalom everyone and welcome to the Nazarene way. In this video, I'll be discussing how to start Freeform Dreadlocks. Welcome back, friends. Remember in our previous discussion, I told us what Freeform Dreadlocks are. I equally made us to understand the history and origin of Freeform Dreadlocks. Now, if you want to start Freeform Dreadlocks, there are things you need to consider. Freeform Dreadlocks journey is a journey that will ensure that you live your life the way that Almighty Father wants you to live. If you are someone who is passionate about Freeform Dreadlocks and you want to start your own Freeform Dreadlocks, these are the steps that you should follow in order to achieve that. 1. You need to define your purpose. Why do you want to embark on this journey? Why do you want to reconnect back with your original design? Because remember I told us when I discussed what Freeform Dreadlocks are, I told us that this is an altar. That it is not just a type of hairstyle. It is not just an hairstyle. Okay? It is an altar. And it demands consecration. So before you embark on Freeform Dreadlocks journey, you need to define the purpose. Why do you want to embark on this journey? When the purpose of something is unknown, its abuse is inevitable. There must be a purpose why you have decided to wear Freeform Dreadlocks. Now, when you have a clear defined purpose, it will help you to track your progress. Okay? There might be a situation, an ugly situation in your life that you would like to address. Okay? You can use Freeform Dreadlocks as a point of contact to that particular issue in order to address it. So in defining your purpose, you are simply saying that as long as I'm carrying this thing, I will not do this. As long as I'm carrying my locks, I will do this. As long as I'm carrying my locks, I will abstain from this. As long as I'm carrying my locks, I will not involve myself with anything that has to do with the breaking of the commandments of the Almighty. Okay? That particular situation that you would like to address in your life can now be the purpose for which you are embarking on Freeform Dreadlocks journey. So you can use that situation as the purpose for embarking on this Freeform Dreadlock journey. So the first step to starting Freeform Dreadlocks is by having a clear defined purpose. And this is the reason why some people, after months or few years into the journey, they cut their locks off because they don't have purpose. There is no purpose for which they started the journey. They just jumped onto the trend because they saw someone, okay? Because they saw people doing it. They decided to join the train without any purpose. So when the vibe is no longer there, the morale goes down and they cut their locks. So the first step is what? Defining your purpose. If you don't have a purpose, I bet you will abuse this journey. You will abuse it. You will not last. You will get demoralized along the way. You will fall along the way. You will cut your locks. After you have chosen a purpose, the next step is to wash your head. Yes, go and wash your head with water. Declare your purpose over the water. Okay? Remember that when Almighty Father entered the earth, when he wanted to create the earth, his spirit moved over the face of the waters, right? According to Genesis chapter 1, and he made a declaration, let there be light. There is power in spoken word. So that's your purpose. Those things you want to achieve with this Freeform Dreadlocks. Those things you would like to achieve while you are on this journey, you declare it over the water. Then wash your head, wash your crown, wash your head with the water and soap. Okay, use soap and water to wash your head. You can add a pinch of salt to the water, and as well perfume. You can add perfume to the water. Yes, you can add perfume to your water, then use it to wash your head and bathe your body. Wash your crown, because your head is your crown. So you wash your head clean, wash it and take your bath. After washing your head and bathing your body with water, the next thing is for you to anoint your head. Yes. The next thing you should do is to anoint your head with olive oil only. The olive oil should not be much. Mind you, you are consecrating your head and your crown now. So after washing your head and bathing your body with water, the next thing you should do is to anoint your head. Remember in the book of Psalm 23, it said, "Thou anointed my head with fresh oil." Remember in the book of Isaiah chapter 10 verse 27, it said that it shall come to pass in that day that the burden will be lifted up your shoulder because of the anointing. Some translation will say that by the reason of the anointing, the yoke is broken. So you anoint your head with olive oil. With olive oil. You anoint your head with olive oil. So, and anointing your head with olive oil does not mean pouring a bottle of olive oil on your head. No. Just get a bottle of olive oil, smear a little of it on your hand, and use it to anoint your head. Okay? Few drops of olive oil is enough. Just few drops of olive oil. Rub it and use it to anoint your head. This is when you are starting. So you anoint your head, all your head. You anoint your head. You can decide to anoint your face too. Okay? You can decide to anoint your face too. Right? Because when we talk about head, this is the crown, but this thing is your head. So you anoint both your head, your beards, everywhere. You anoint everywhere. There are some people, you see them, they anoint their whole body. Okay? But specifically, just anoint your crown, anoint that your hair, your head, just little olive oil, not much. Don't go and pour a bottle of olive oil, because it will now make your hair start attracting dust. If you pour much of the olive oil on your head, okay, it will start attracting dust. Okay, it will start trapping dust, which will now culminate to debris. It will now culminate to debris. While anointing your hair, keep making declarations concerning the purpose that you would like to achieve, concerning any attack that you might encounter along the way. Okay? Talk to Almighty Father that as you are anointing your head, that no harm will befall you. That even as you anoint your hair, every yoke in your life, according to the book of Isaiah 10:27, which state that by the reason of the anointing, the yoke is broken. That every yoke of darkness weighing me down, holding me, blocking my destiny, blocking me, leading me to so and so habit, which you want to stop, that as you are anointing your head, you are calling on him to break those yokes. Like, let this anointing break that yoke. Okay? The next step after anointing your head with oil is to stop combing your hair. Stop combing your hair. If you are somebody that always have haircut, stop cutting your hair. Stop cutting your hair. Stop combing your hair. Stop brushing your hair. Stop cutting your hair. Okay? Next is for you to master the act of maintaining your hair. Wash your hair regularly. Now, while starting, the first 2 weeks, be washing your hair at least every 3 days. And while washing your hair, please use natural products. Use natural products for maintaining your hair. Okay? So the next thing is for you to have patience. Don't worry, your hair will lock. Even if it takes 2 years, it will still lock. Maintain yourself. Eat good food. Eat healthy food. Eat natural food. Avoid processed food, all these processed food like burgers and the rest of them. Focus on natural foods. The next step is for you to start living righteously. You start keeping the 10 commandments. Yes. Because what shows that you are dedicated to something is not by what you say, but by what you do. If you say you belong to Almighty Father, the evidence should be there. And the evidence is you keeping the commandment. For John 14:15, the Son of Man said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Okay? So if you love Almighty and you want to devote yourself to Him, you must be keeping His commandment. Finally, pray always. So in summary, the steps are: 1, define your purpose. Have a clear purpose. Have a clear purpose for which you are embarking on this journey. The next step, wash your hair, your head, and bathe your body with water, natural soap. You can add perfume and a pinch of salt to the water. The next step, anoint your head and your hair with oil. Not just any oil, olive oil. Olive oil. Next, stop combing your hair, stop brushing your hair, stop cutting your hair. Next is for you to maintain your hair regularly. Use natural products for your hair maintenance. Next, the next step is for you to eat healthy food. Eat healthy food. Food that are medicine unto your soul. Now, have patience. Have patience. Okay? And finally, pray always. You can equally include fasting to it. So these are the steps you should take if you want to embark on Freeform Dreadlocks journey. I thank you all for your time, and I thank you for watching my video to the end. Thank you for engaging and connecting with me. Until I come your way next time, stay free, stay righteous, stay rooted. Shalom.